everybody, we will be starting momentarily. Right. The audio should be working okay. The gameplay will be on your screen in a moment. Hello everybody and welcome to Warframe Update 39, Isleweaver. Now, this update is a mainline update, meaning that everything that has been worked on since the last major hotfix is all in this update, so there will be bug fixes, there's new stuff, and the return of the Kingdom of Duviri, a land of fables and stories, but we must go there to push back an incursion from the Indifference. Major Neci Rusalka from 1999 has resurfaced amongst the floating isles, and she's brought the Murmur with her. So this is a little bit of a crossover between Whispers in the Walls 1999, all coming into the Isles of Duviri. I have noticed that has just frozen. We'll have that hopefully fixed for you in a minute, but apparently not. Why is that doing that? My apologies, folks. I'll get the gameplay back up for you in just a second. There we are. So, we're going to head over there. This also brings out the 61st Warframe, Oraxia. She is a spider-themed hunter who we can get through the new mission. Furthermore, there is the new Citrine Aphrodite collection with the Rubalon Heavy Scythe Skin, Corazon Cyandana, Erato Signa, and Didema Ephemera. Not to mention, TennoCon 2025 fast approaches and is going to be over and done with by this time next month, so not long left to wait. So, Isleweaver itself. You can now equip your Warframes into Duviri with your full arsenal. The Isleweaver Duviri node is now here, and a long-lost isle has returned. If you have found all of the different hidden things within Duviri, you would know about some of these islands. Scholar's Landing has returned. Interestingly, an island heavily linked to none other than Albrecht and Trati. So, it's interesting that they've used this island, but this island is wrought with Murmur, and Dominus Thrax has come to us to request our aid to fend off the Murmur and sever their access to Duviri. As such, he's given us a decree of unrestricted use of our Warframes to try and stop Rusalka. However, the Murmur are not the only ones here helping Rusalka. There is also a poisonous predator deep within the isle. Alongside this, there is a time-limited clan operation from now until July 16th called Operation 8 Claw, but we will be covering that in a video releasing later today. The clan event requires you basically to play this update a little bit. So, is there anything else worth noting in this update? Yes, there is. The key thing that you might want to think about is a specific rework that has come today. That rework is for none other than Valkyr. So, those of you who like playing your Valkyr, remember, she has been reworked today. Other than that, this is not the most massive of mainline updates. Think of it a little bit like your Citrine's Last Wish, the 7 Crimes of Kulavo. It's one of those style updates. It's a big update, but it's not intended to be huge. So, let's head on over and listen to the login music a little bit, shall we? So those of you that have been Warframe fans for a long time will instantly recognise this tune. It is This Is What You Are. However, it is a modified mix, which is why I'm going to let it play a little bit, because you'll hear what I mean. If those of you that are like me, you're quite familiar with Warframe's music, you will start hearing the differences, especially when the beat starts kicking in properly, because all of a sudden it sounds a little bit more different there. But this intro bit, it's exactly the same as usual. Hearing that, it never gets old. It really never gets old hearing this music. But it is in a moment that it suddenly gets a little bit more upbeat. So now we would expect the drums to kick in. But that's not what happens. This is where an almost corpus-esque murmur-style music starts interweaving itself into This Is What You Are, making it just a little bit eerier than usual. So, we've still got Mother calling out to us. We've still got the children calling back to her. But instead of the beat and naga drums, we have this more electronic style beat, which is quite interesting because it makes you think of the corpus, but obviously the corpus I'm not to do, but I'm sure we'll find out more, especially throughout the next 4 weeks going into TennoCon 2025. For those of you like me that do really love music, This Is What You Are, like, this piece is beautiful, and the ambiance that it gives going throughout the game repeatedly is always nice. This is quite a nice version of it. I think it's a little bit more stripped back. I mean, it's got elements of the Apostasy version as well, so it just seems hollow. It's not as hollow as Apostate from the Apostasy prologue, but it's a very hollow version of This Is What You Are. Very stripped back, very calming. So, let's head into the game, shall we?
Operator, you have returned.
So, you will get some nice inbox messages. The first one here is to do with junction recalibration. So because the junctions have been changed a little bit, you will get some rewards. These will mostly include Endo, the Furious, and a Warframe slot. It does also mention about unlocking arbitrations. That is because arbitrations, I do believe now you only have to open all the junctions rather than every single mission node, which is interesting. But yeah, you just get a few little rewards for that recalibration there. But now, we have a message from Dominus Drux
And conspirator, known by the alias Drifter. Duviri is in grave peril. While you were off on your frivolous ventures, the lost island of Scholar's Landing returned, bringing with it that menace of the void of which the Scholar spoke. That she-demon has usurped our throne. You must be stopped.
Hmm?
I await you on board the Zaryman for a most urgent conference.
That's a new thing that's been rolling out over the last few days. Your Xbox just must have updated late. You can turn it off again. I just don't know how. Alright. So, as we've read in that message, Dominus Thrax wants to work with us to rid Duviri of Major Neci Rusalka. I find it interesting that he uses the phrase, the she-demon has usurped our throne. I find it interesting that Dominus finally accepts that we are together in this. You then get a nice little message from Ordis, which is to do with some retuning for Valkyr, which gives us this lovely former. And then we also have a message from Lotus Datar, or Malglis, which is for a Battle for Morian, which obviously we're not going to focus on in this video. So, some other little updates. There has been a nice little change for the Kim. It's not exactly a huge one, but they have updated it. I think they've added a few more messages to it as well, so go in, check out your Kim, check out new hairstyles for the Drifter and Operator as well, and then check out Operation 8 Claw. But that is not the main purpose of this. The main purpose of this is Duviri itself, where we have a brand new story, The Triumph of Dust. This is a 3-week-long thing. I think after that, I think you can still access it through a separate node, because Isleweaver and regular Duviri are separate. So it is worth noting that when you go into the Duviri experience, you will not be able to go to Scholar's Landing. And when you go in the main islands of Duviri, the two have been kept separate by Dominus Thrax. So that is just one important thing to note. Right. We are going to head into the mission in a moment. I'm just going to switch to the BRB screen just so that I can sort something out really quickly. This is the basic version. It's no, Luke, you're wrong. It's full arsenal in Isleweaver. Someone that so we can actually speak to him.
Must sever her hold on Duviri. Remember what the scholar told us. The fragmented ones tether down the strands of Pra that weave her false Duviri. Get to the heart of her power. Call forth the beast, then kill it.
To try and break her connection. Yes, I'm going Hydroid Prime. Interesting. So, welcome to the brand new
The Triumph of Dust.
so,
This is where he ran to first. His old workshop. Too bad I have the keys, kiddo.
typical Duviri.
There are two creatures that look very much like you out there.
Used to
Find the wholesome one and keep the other at bay.
by silver brutalist structures.
Oh, poor little Thrax. The monster from Albrecht's stories finally came for him.
We need to cut this whole embodiment of Duviri loose. I authorize you to enter the Undercroft.
Kiddo, is this where all your secrets are buried? Well, well, you do have a messy mind. My forces will sort it out. Sure, kiddo. Fight back. We can do this. Spiral after spiral after spiral. I have all the time in the universe.
I didn't unmute.
You know that better than anyone, don't you?
I was saying the face in the background in the Undercroft was incredible. Like, seeing the Man in the Wolf's face out there is quite creepy, but not to mention, the Undercroft just seemed closer to Duviri than normal. You can actually see Duviri in the skybox. It's really, really horrible.
Haven't you figured it out yet? You're fascinating.
She slaughters my people and takes their possessions. Get them back. I'll bury them alongside
Neci
the
Rusalka is so terrifyingly good.
Aren't you sick of these games by now, kiddo?
Thanks for letting me know, Brad.
Look at it. This edifice of guilt. He knew what he did. What he took.
The scholar knew this day was coming. He prepared for it.
So yeah, just a friendly reminder as well,
Find them.
guys. The scholar that they're talking about for Scholar's Landing for this area is Albrecht and Trati, so very big tie-in to the story here. I mean, while this update may not be huge, it may just be a new Duviri spiral, it is big in terms of the story and lore implications. So do keep that in mind, folks. Yeah, Intrati has been to Duviri. He was trapped in Duviri for ages. The only reason we know this is because of all the like story fragments dotted across the different islands.
Oh, don't cry, Mathila. Nobody's listening.
Oh, here they are. Here's the
You want
scuttlers.
to deny me a place? Even here, in the remains of your childhood? Not very nice of you, kiddo.
Oh, okay, so this part very much should remind you of Whispers in the Walls because the design is exactly like the Whispers in the Walls. But this is where you get the boss fight against none other than Ulraxia herself. She is working with the Indifference, corrupted by Void, to help evil. We must set her free. Or kill her. Yeah, that also works. Kill the spiders, kill them all. Oh, this music's stunning. It's like a haunted version of Duviri. It's so good. Oh, this is...
Albrecht left nothing.
You know what?
but
Neci
dust
Rusalka
and
is actually a
darkling
cool villain.
spiders in his
I don't
wake.
care what anyone
Isn't
says.
it
She
time
is a
for
cool
a
villain.
new story?
And Nessie is actually just... She's just evil.
Not very nice, kiddo.
What line did you get?
Wanted her to help you.
she said, now, that wasn't very nice, kiddo. Albrecht wanted her to help you. I'm like, please leave me alone, Nessie. I did nothing to you. Other than killed you in 1999 and I'm gonna kill you again here. Honestly, the changes to the Undercroft are, like, really, really creepy. So much so that I want to see if it's affected regular Duviri. Oh no. Oh no. So, Mystic, you see how we're doing a survival mission?
That game where you see how
do you want to know what line she gave me?
Your breath? Let's
Have
play
you
it
ever
now.
played that game where you see how long you can hold your breath? Let's play it now. I'm like... Yeah, you're getting a lot of her crashing out, aren't you? I'm just getting her being like... Really, really creepy. You wanted to fight me, kiddo. I will fight you back. Like, she's honestly... she's a menace. So Mystic, if you're alright with it, after this, we'll do a regular lone story just to see if it has changed the regular islands a little bit. And then we'll do one more Isleweaver video. Ah, my gameplay's frozen. Ah, it's back again. Sorry folks. Gameplay is seemingly being a little bit pixelated right now. It should sort itself out momentarily. I do deeply apologise. I love the music for this. There's not much of it. I think I've only heard like 3 or 4 different pieces, but like the guitar in the Undercroft is so nice. Araxia's boss fight music was so good. It was like it was a good blend of like unsettling but cinematic at the same time. I'm still convinced that Digital Extremes is not a game producing company, it's actually a music company. They invented a game just to advertise their music. One thing I am curious about. Can you still get Stalker in this version of Duviri? Yeah, but I feel like there'd be more reasons why he couldn't still. You know what I mean? No, I'm on about you being able to play as him now. Yeah. Stranger in Black. Yeah, but this isn't real Duviri, it's fake Duviri. What I'm saying, what timeline is this version of Duviri? That's one thing no one's thought about. Is it in 1999 or is it in modern time? Because Duviri runs separately in its own time loop. So therefore, is this 1999? Is it modern or is it something else? Does beg the question though, doesn't it? Can we beating it just like that? Oh, no, we haven't. How do you normally end a Duviri run? Or a one? How do you think we're gonna get? What do you think it's gonna be in this?
I can do this forever. I doubt the same is true
Oh
for you.
no. The fragmented one.
She is vulnerable
Starting off with the fragmented tide.
to the corruption.
Defeat the tide to face the one, as Mr. Pescinacci would say. Here it comes. Here's the big boy.
They're all real. All the bad old memories. Here's one now.
Fragmented suzerain.
I have
Oh.
uses for deal breakers.
Oh, I didn't expect that. Oh, I did not expect that. Oh, that caught me off guard. Oh god, this is going to be vile in Steel Path. So I just expected the suzerain to like do its digging and then come back up for us to kill it. The fact that it's a duet boss fight is insane. Ooh.
Another one. She's cheating.
Oh. So you get two new resources from this.
Untold story
And that
she
is,
goes.
well, actually, technically three. You get the Dominus Aureus, which is for your clan event. But then you also get Scuttler's Dust from Murmur in Isleweaver. And then you get the Scuttler Husk from defeating Araxia in Isleweaver. Scuttler Husk is used to buy things. And then the Temporal Dust, I'm pretty sure, is being used to make things. Not entirely sure where you go to actually spend them. I assume that you'd go to Dominus to do that. Yeah, I was going to say he's in the Dormer Zone, isn't he? Quickly going to refresh the gameplay for you guys on stream. Alright, Luke, do you wish to join us for a regular Duviri run before doing another Isleweaver? Or are you just doing your own Isleweaver for a bit? Okay, keep your silence. Alright, Mystic, should we just do Lone Story, yeah? Just to test it. Because that way we can sort of test the rest of Duviri out. But at the same time, Dominus has supposedly kept it trapped in its own separate part. Oh my god, I can try out Araxia. Let's go. My weapons are not very good. You know what's so fair? Ah, yes, we're in Fear Spiral. I don't see any regular changes here, other than obviously the new lighting that's come in the last year or so. Yeah, the changes to lighting in Duviri have been so pretty. But I think overall the main part of Duviri looks the same. I think it's the Undercroft that might have changed, if anything, but I don't know if they would have changed it in regular Undercroft. You know what I mean? I absolutely hate this one. Trying to find the different items, because it's never actually that easy to find them. He says, casually finding them all. Oh, my game sound is now gone. God, I really need to fix sound today, don't I? This is not going well. Alright, enter the Undercroft.
Sentimental sap.
Like the first rumblings of a landslide, the ominous consequences of Sybil's actions began to build.
What kind of idiot robs a tomb? I saw them taking the grave goods into a cave. Fetch them back before the dead get upset.
Oh, okay. Araxia's Y ability is actually really cool. The Y ability has it comes up with this special melee attack that you can do.
You will run errands for absolutely anyone, won't you?
Another might have taken courage from seeing the things she feared exterminated. But not Sybil.
Undercroft portals. Can't bear to think about what might come out of them. It's going to have to be you.
The void angels that roost in the Zariman are breaking
We
into the
need to collect
Undercroft.
life possibly.
Repair the damage to keep them at bay. The void can heal as well as harm. Gather the floating spheres and take them to the ruptures. A breach has been sealed. Excellent work, Rad.
Realise I should have started this stream by saying, like, this stream will contain game spoilers.
The void angels are unrelenting. You are all that is
In
keeping
a
them at bay.
live stream, Mystic.
Hold fast.
Yeah, but, like, for the live part is what I meant. Ah, well, it's pretty obvious. It's a Warframe update, of course it contains spoilers. What Warframe update doesn't? That's not an update, that's a hotfix. Brad might be another hour, by the way.
The rupture is closed. The paradox stabilizes. If the Void Angels break through the wall, their master will be freed. Do not allow that to happen.
Wait. Oh my god. You know when you use LB to dodge? When I use that, while in my Y ability, yeah? So while scuttling around, it makes you invisible. That's really cool. Do you know one thing I have noticed? The Undercroft hasn't changed a bit. So Dominus really has kept it completely separate. So even the Undercroft in Isleweaver is a different Undercroft. It's this fake rip-off that Neci Rusalka has made.
The enemy has been held at bay. Congratulations are in order.
Sybil left fear in her wake. Doors were closed and windows barred, and voices spoke in whispers.
One of us has
Right,
to
so it's the
kill
mirror.
those turds. Look into that mirror. See whatever's waiting there. You, obviously. Not me.
Defeating these guys sometimes takes so long. only just realised, you know all of these graves here? Each grave individually, if you walk up to them. It's kind of creepy. For an MR28, this person and I have taken a long time to do this. You don't know what to do. Oh my god, how have they not done Duviri before? Been out for 2 years. There we go. They've done one. There we go. I told them what to do. Oh, it's like the fear spiral.
You should be hung!
Fear ruled Duviri, and yet Sybil, the embodiment of fear, was more afraid than ever.
I think this generator pumps the air in Duviri, and it's broken? Oh, void. I can't breathe. My head's spinning. I'm going to die. Fix it!
Oh dear. So we go back into the Undercroft and then we have the horror one.
Even as her plans led to disaster after
If you
disaster,
listen as well, the people of Duviri
Sybil
do
was more
mention
afraid
the man
of
in the
what
wall,
might still
and they
come
always
to
have done.
pass.
Like
Everyone's
during this
afraid
bit,
of the
Sybil
Undercroft.
says about how
Even
everyone's
Prax.
afraid of the Undercroft
It's
because it's
too
too close to the void. It's too close to him. Him is obviously the man in the wall.
That's why I'm sending you in there.
Secrets lie buried deep within the Undercroft. The Paradox provides the means to extract them. You must protect the excavators and keep them powered. An extractor requires power. void treasure may now be extracted.
I'm going to try and speed things up by getting B started because... Wait, there's a Zarin classroom down there as well.
Extractor
That's so
in
cool.
place.
Weird though, but cool.
A void treasure has been located. Extractor deploying. Marking void treasure extraction site. Extractor in place.
Finish this off. Hey Luke. Will you be ready to join us for an Isleweaver in about 5-ish minutes?
You have gained much. If you choose, you may now leave.
Is it?
You were never on my side to start with, were you? All along, you've been plotting with them, siding with them,
Well, Luke,
preparing to
we are going
betray
to be
me.
ready to do another
It's
one in
time
about
for
5-ish
you
minutes,
to
if
be
you wanted to join for the last one of this one.
afraid.
I don't know. Did we get any of that?
For an instant, as
we
she
got a weapon
shed
card,
her
didn't we?
pitiful human form, Sybil was
Yeah.
no longer afraid, for she had become fear.
The aura worm Scythel flies in the stark terror of the storm, lightning-fanged. All fear her. You will need my Orvius to challenge this aura worm. Find it.
Stop following me.
Oh, no, never mind. Okay.
The aura worm cannot be subdued out in the open. Use the Orvius and find a way to force it back to its lair.
We missed it. We have a problem.
Crawling on me.
Oh no, I've managed to get it. I was gonna say, where I got onto the aura one, it actually was right underneath one of the spires. So like, I couldn't quite get onto
You
it.
have control.
I couldn't quite destroy it because I was like underneath it. Oh, I forgot that hers is lightning, isn't it? Oh, it's A to go up, isn't it? People also don't realise that you can click the left stick to move quicker.
Force the beast back to its domain.
Is surprising?
The beast is cornered. Wear it down, but be alert. Worms have many tricks.
I feel like this is only content that Lindsay is still like people as well. I feel like this is meant to be canon.
Through the paradox, the Tenno have sent a formidable weapon. Let us hope it turns the tide.
I mean, if anything,
Drag
it
you
feels
down
nice
with
that
me.
Duviri's getting
Don't
attention.
think I won't.
But, hear me out. Where's the next part of Veilbreaker? Let's defeat this one!
Oh, void! Oh no! Oh no, 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 no!
The little ones would gladly die for their creator.
Find a way to stop its spawn.
That's the defeat of Sizzle, and I guess now we can go back and do one last run of Isleweaver.
I knew it!
Her screaming, "I knew it," always like,
Bravely done.
it's so
For this
guttural
one night
the
at
way she
least,
yells it.
Duviri is calm.
What happened? My head. Why can't I remember?
Right, folks, we will do one last run of Isleweaver momentarily. I'm just going to try and catch up the lag for you guys again. I think the good frame for me is either Hildren Prime or Jade. And my weapons, Ambassador is my best primary. My best secondary is Hystrix. Well, anyway, you ready for one more run of Isleweaver? Are we doing it regular, or do you want to do it at Steel Path? You want to... Oh, I very easily can't do Isleweaver Steel Path with what I've got, but we'll do Steel Path. We'll attempt it. And I will regret my life decisions. Mystic left. Oh. That's interesting timing. Fair enough. Hey Luke, if you come over here, Dominus is here and you can talk to him.
To think Teshin grew old. Remember what the scholar told us. The fragmented ones tether down the
I feel like
strands of
Hildren
power
Prime is
that
probably
made
my
her
best bet,
false
isn't it?
Duviri. Get to the heart of her power. Call forth the beast, then kill it.
Good question. No, nor do I. Bow Prime, and then for my secondary, History. Seriously? You shouldn't have left. Oh, Luke, you ready to go in? You're the only person we're waiting for. God, come on. Just pick the best of the worst, I guess. I've only just realised how creepy the name is, the Triumph of Dust.
The Triumph of Dust.
Because obviously the Triumph of Dust, the dust being the mark.
Ousted me from my city. So I found myself a kingdom to rule. Mother would be proud.
The Dax are actually working with us in this, I've just spotted. So Luke, welcome to what I call the creepy croft. It is a very nice touch.
She's hidden her servants.
Very, very nice touch that they've managed to feature the
Stupid
skybox.
enough to open that chest.
Nah, Neci's a badass though. Like, she
isn't
might
a
be quite an
real
evil
boy.
and creepy villain,
He's just a
but
doll.
some of her lines are so
Shall
good.
I pull his
The king
arms
isn't
and
a
legs
real
off
boy,
for
he's
you?
just a doll. Should I pull his arms and legs off for you?
Embodiments of Duviri.
Like, that's such a cold line.
I authorize you to enter the Undercroft.
Kiddo, is
Okay.
this where all your secrets are buried? Well, well, you do have a messy mind.
You know
My
the Undercroft is
forces
where
will
certain
sort
things
it
got
out.
buried? Yeah. She's just said to me, so kiddo, is this where your secrets are buried? Well, well, you do have a messy mind.
Sure, kiddo.
I love the line. I love the line during this part, like during an extermination, where she's like, "Sure, kiddo, fight back. I can keep doing this spiral after spiral after spiral." Like, okay, creepy. We're not doing too badly, seeing as this is a steel platform. Maybe.
I have all the time in the universe. You know that better than anyone, don't you, kiddo?
I don't know why. Hearing Nessie call us kiddo is probably creepier than anyone else calling us kiddo. Ooh, locate the eyes of the
identical
Indifference.
souls raised in such different environments. Haven't you figured it out yet? You're
Wait, nah,
fascinating.
she's teasing us, you
The
know.
wise peregrines were the scholar's friends. Look through their eyes to find the eyes of the beast.
Right, I believe next up is Auraxia. Oh, Auraxia's 5. I don't know why I thought we were on 5. Nope, back into the Undercraft. Or the creepy craft.
Is where he stowed it away. The secret of my lost flesh. Not lost. Stolen.
Thingy.
You have to
Wait, what
burn
did I find?
her influence out of the very roots.
You found a what?
If that means sending
Wait,
you
there's
into
fragments
the
on Scholar's Landing?
then so be it.
There
Is
is?
this where you hide all your secrets, kiddo?
Oh.
Your shame? Let me
Good to know.
wash it all away for you.
Do you know how many there are in total? Not bad. Do you know how long it's been since I found all those fragments on main Duviri? It's gotta have been a while, considering I found them all with a good old guy called Banana. What is it
I
with
do
video
enjoy
game
watching you
villains and
dance so
horrifying
frantically.
recently? I've got Neci Rusalka right now. Fring again, folks. We'll be back momentarily. Fring again, folks. We'll be back momentarily. Hopefully. Actually, that being said, everything seems to have crashed. What the hell? The entire gameplay's crashed. We'll be back in a second, folks.
You are trying so hard.
Sorry, folks, we're back. Gameplay just buffered quite badly. It's doing it again, but it's trying to sort itself out. It's somewhat struggling to do so.
We can do this again and again and again.
Do you know where any others are? Do you have any idea?
All those possibilities. And yet the story only ends one way. I was dying all along. Did you know that? Dying from the poison I sucked down to kill
I've
the
also just
tech
had
rot
quite a
in my
weird ass
lungs. Until it held out my own severed hand to me and offered me life.
The line I've just had is that Nessie was apparently dying anyway.
The scholar's pet.
And then like it offered her own severed hand.
Spider is her servant now.
Oh, this fight in Steel Path is actually going to be quite nasty, isn't it? This music is so cool, though. What is it with Warframe and just having great music? Do anything. Oh my god. The Death Scuttlers block you from using abilities and stuff. Oh, she's multiplied. There's multiple of her. Oh god. She's got that fucking Archon aim trick.
Left nothing but dust and darkling spiders in his wake. Isn't it time for a new story?
I just realised that you get your regular operator joining this if you have your regular operator equipped. Which means that you can use your normal amp rather than having to use a Sirocco, which is nice. Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, normally in Duviri you have to use the Sirocco. Yeah, Undercroft doesn't count though, this is an actual, like, that's what I'm saying, an actual Duviri service. This would have been a great Halloween update. You know what I mean? How is she not dead?
spider, kiddo. Especially when I can
I'm
just
keeping
bring
my eyes
her
peeled
back.
because I feel like surely there's a thingy here. You know, the fragments. Wouldn't surprise me if there was one in that tunnel. That's what you're gonna find. Oh, they are. Oh, they can be. I can't find stuff. I'm trying to find these fragments.
Her grip weakens at last. Call forth the beast that binds her to Duviri.
You've got me curious now to try and find these fragments. I should have thought that there would be them. Yeah, but it makes so much sense that there is. There might be a summer court tome, but I think we'd have known about that one normally.
This is how the story goes now. How will I reassemble your pieces?
I love how this is the same music from Whispers in the Walls. Because of it being the same boss fight, like they just kept the music. The ooh rashata isha ooh rashata. I love how the murmur is so eldritch, it can just make you Alright, you need to hurry up and keep the burning flame. We do still get given the art gun in this. That's interesting. I didn't expect that.
I believe this void flotsam is a weapon.
Did you do steel pass on your one? Oh wow. I just want to say that the fact that this becomes a duet boss fight is so insane to me.
She's tightening her grasp.
Oh my god, don't give them any ideas. All I'm saying, you know how there's the 100 eye fragmented? Can you imagine that in this? 100 eye fragmented Isleweaver mode. for the duet of 100 Eye Fragmented. I like how it switches. As soon as it goes to the duet, it switches from the Whispers in the Walls song to the new Isleweaver one. Oh, it does actually give you more. It does give you a fair bit. And you get Steel Essence and more Dominus Aureus. Oh, that's nice. Those extra rewards are very nice.
Into the realm of untold stories she goes.
That's fine, because I'm eating late because of the stream. So, just like that, folks. We beat it a few times. So, one thing that I want to do on stream just before I end the stream for you guys is I would like to head over to the Zariman and go to my Dormer Zone, because I want to see some things. Right. Oh, there he is. So the Dominus Aureus, they're for the event, aren't they? You can get the Basmu, the Setilicera, some skins, some sigils, a new Paragon skin. Oh, that is so pretty. And then you can get the Invictus Signa, the Invictus Emergent Signa, and the Invictus Apex Signa, but those do require you to rank up in the event itself, so you're going to need the community to work together a little bit. You can also buy Pathos clamps, which is interesting if you want some. So that's what the Dominus Aureus are for, and then your Scuttler Fragments can be used to get Araxia and her parts, alongside some cool new scenes and her 2 weapons. This, wait, 3 weapons? There's 3 weapons. But the Thalis is a sort of standalone weapon. It's like a Zariman weapon. Whereas the Cytoid and the Spinnerex are Araxia weapons. So you've got quite a lot of things that you can get from this. Obviously you can get them just as drops, or you might have to buy some of them here using your Scuttler Husks. But with all that in mind, guys, that is a little look at Isleweaver. So, with all that said and done, I hope you enjoyed the stream, guys, and see you all soon. Have a great evening.
Perhaps a critic. We shall